Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. Week 12 of Year 1 of the Franchise Stars Football League brings us to Indianapolis for a battle of 6 and 4 teams, each with their own storylines heading into this one, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers visit the Indianapolis Colts. We start with Tampa, where the Buccaneers have pulled the plug on Jameis Winston and now turn to Josh Freeman after Winston threw 3 more interceptions last week in a 28-26 loss to the NFC's top team, the San Francisco 49ers. It was a winnable game for a Bucs squad whose defense has ranked in the top 5 in the league all season, but their 17 giveaways on offense have hurt them multiple times, and Coach Todd Bowles has decided the Bucs need to try something new. McCafferty's Colts, meanwhile, coming off the bye week following a 20-7 loss to the Patriots. They should have pass rusher Robert Mathis back from injury today, as Indy, who started 4-0 but are 2-4 since, try to stay in pursuit of the division-leading Oilers. Little note here as I get things going here. So I've talked about previously doing the custom playbooks and all that stuff that I've built for each of the franchises based on the coaches who are assigned to the teams and the game plan data from Dave Cook's Sports' terrific Action PC football game. But one thing that has done is it's dragged out games for about a half hour longer than just being able to run it in this Super Sim. If you run Madden in Super Sim, you can't use custom playbooks for a team that's computer controlled. And that's why that situation kind of ended up in place where I had to develop the custom playbooks and had to control calling the plays for both teams. But a few things happen there. If I call the plays, there are certain things that happen. One thing, the quarterback won't scramble on his own at all, which really impacts guys like Jalen Hurts, a guy who should be mobile to be able to scramble out of trouble. He doesn't do that. And again, it just drags games out a bit as well. So I've kind of low-key spent the last week and change messing more with the Madden in-game playbooks to try to see if I can get them to play close to certain coaches so that I can assign the custom playbooks that I've created to one team and assign playbooks in the game to the computer team, and then I can run the Super Sim, which goes quicker. There's less lag time between plays. I don't have to call all the plays. I don't have to control the kicking game, which is a big plus for me. And I can let the game play out the way I originally intended. And what I found is it's not so much tied to the playbooks, but you can also pick schemes, coaching schemes for each of the franchises. And that really goes a long way in seeing how they play out. It is not perfect, but it gets me close enough to how I want what I was trying to achieve with the custom playbooks for both sides anyway, that I'm okay running the games in this fashion now. And that will mean that we're going to shave about 20 to 25 minutes off of game times. I don't have to control kicks in big spots and all that kind of stuff the way I've had to do. There are a little bit of clock management stuff that I wish was a little bit different late. I may go back to me running the playbooks when we get to the postseason because I don't want a team to lose on bad AI. But we're going to kind of see how it goes from there. So anyway, more info than you may well have needed. But I just kind of wanted to give a heads up on what the status was of why it's going back to doing things in this fashion. But I think the overall product, now that I've been testing this for the last couple of weeks while getting the basketball project loaded and all that kind of stuff, I think it actually is playing out pretty well. I'm getting really good results with it, which I'm happy with. So anyway, let's get to the game here. I appreciate you tuning in and listening to my kind of rundown there. Buccaneers will kick off. Colts will receive to get us underway. Taken at the 4. Good coverage by the Buccaneers. You'll see the Buccaneers uniform a little bit mixed up. I love the creamsicle jerseys, and other people ask me about why they don't wear that 80s version, 70s, 80s version of the uniform on the road in this game, because Madden doesn't give you the road version of that uniform. They only give you the home. So I've basically taken the home uniform and then given them the 90s white uniform. So it's not a perfect match, but it's okay. What's not okay for the Colts is Burt Jones getting hit there, loses the ball, but it looks like the Colts have recovered. So a near disaster there for Indianapolis as Burt Jones takes a shot on the first play of the game. Jones has been terrific this year, but he has faced an awful lot of pressure. Vidal Mitchell out across the 20 to the 25, 14-yard pickup, gets a good chunk there. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Indy. From the distance, the actual difference in the numbers in the Bucs jersey doesn't look too bad. It's Mitchell again, out across the 35, out to the 39. But that's not good for the Colts. Chris Hinton, a terrific offensive lineman, looks like he's dinged up there. He's not going down the tunnel. He's just going to the bench. So hopefully for the Colts, that means he'll be back in short order as they move the sticks. 1st and 10, Indy. It's another handoff, Mitchell. Mitchell, who missed 3 weeks with an ankle injury, came back for that Patriots game. Colts fell 20-7 in that one, and then they had the bye week. So Mitchell hopefully be completely 100% for this one. Shotgun motion clock ticking down. Jones gets the snap off. Quick slant. It's complete. Out across the 45 to the 47. John Lynch on the hit. Willie Richardson with the catch. It's 3rd and 3. Jones play action. Looks. Another one to Richardson. He's got him again. Down into Tampa territory, down to the 45. 1st and 10 coming up as the chains move. Kelly on the stop. Good cut block there. As Vidal Mitchell, I believe, was taking out Hardy Nickerson. Jones back under center. 2 tight end set here. They go to the ground outside. Mitchell picks up a yard. 2nd and 9. Nickerson on the stop. From the 44. Gives to Mitchell again. So the Colts, Don McCafferty's squad, starting off heavily on the ground. They've thrown the ball a bit more than expected this year, but Burt Jones has been so good, it's made sense. 3rd and 6 coming up here, but McCafferty largely a run-oriented coach. Play action, rolls to the right. Selman in pursuit. Jones is going to take off. He gets close to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Selman tracks him down. And that's the play when I was talking about in the intro about going back to doing it this way as opposed to me calling the plays and the custom playbooks for both teams. That kind of play doesn't happen. If I call the play and then just let it play out, Jones would never have scrambled there. He just would have stood in the pocket. So, again, you kind of take the good and the bad. But I feel like that is such a huge part of the game, a quarterback being able to be intelligent and get out of the pocket and stuff like that. So here come the Bucs, and Josh Freeman is the new starter here in place of Jameis Winston. Winston's thrown too many picks this season. The Bucs defense can't continue to play well and have Winston kind of shoot them in the foot. So Freeman, who's thrown only 1 pass this season, is now the guy in charge here in Tampa. Bruce Laird with the stop there. James Wilder, who had a huge game against the 49ers last week, stopped at the line. Freeman hands it off, up the middle. That's Eric Graham. He picks up 8. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 13. High formation here. Freeman drops back. Slant misses, incomplete. So Freeman misses the target, and on their first drive with Josh Freeman at the helm, the Buccaneers are going to go 3 and out. Mark Royals on to punt, angles this one a bit towards the sideline. Taking no big return there. So Jones and company will get back to work. 8:02 left here in the first quarter. We are scoreless, which should be a good one here in Indy. Be a big game for both of these teams. Start to close in on the playoff push. Jones under pressure, weak side, fires, and it's intercepted. Burt Jones is picked off by Kelly. The pressure from the weak side. Todd Bowles' squad blitzing heavily in the early going. And Jones with the pass here. Brian Kelly intercepts it. That's a bad pass from Burt Jones. Under pressure, looking for Roger Carr, who's among the top 10 in receptions to this point in the season in the FSFL. He's been Jones's favorite target, but he tried to force that one. And now the Bucs start off from their 41. Hand off James Wilder. Wilder tries to cut it back. There's nothing there. Mike Curtis, the terrific linebacker, with his first stop of the game. It'll be 2nd and 9. Freeman under center. He's got 3 wide to his right. He hands it off here to Wilder. Wilder fights his way for a few. It'll be 3rd and 5. Freeman back into the shotgun. Snap. Freeman backpedaling. Throws. Dumps it off to Wilder. Wilder finds the marker. 1st down and more. Wilder gets to the outside. Down inside the 35 to the 33. 22-yard pickup for James Wilder. So the Colts got pressure on, but Freeman, good patience there. Dumps it off. Wilder gets some blockers out ahead of him and gets down the field for a good gain. 1st and 10 from the Colts 33. Handoff. Graham looks for some space. Nothing materializes. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Freeman goes into the shotgun. Stands in. Pass. Left-hand side. Off the hands. Oh, looking for Mark Carrier. Overthrew him a little bit. Carrier lays out but can't reel it in. 3rd and 10 for the Bucs. Stands in. Pressure. Freeman looks for space. He's going to keep it. Freeman keeps it. He gives you that, and he gets the 1st down. Josh Freeman runs for 11 down to the 21. 1st down, Buccaneers. Good job there by Freeman, not trying to force it, using his legs. Short drop here. Looks. Left-hand side near the sideline. Incomplete. Freeman's only completed 1 of 4 so far. 4:20 left here in the 1st quarter. Hand off Wilder. Gets strung out wide. Gets brought down by Curtis. It'll be 3rd and 10. John Wade down for the Bucs. Looks like some sort of a leg injury. They're going to check him out on the sideline. 3rd and 10 for Tampa. Freeman in the shotgun. Looks, steps up, then throws it out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So you've seen a couple of good patience plays from Freeman, but the fact is he's still only one of his first 5. Michael Usted will come on for the 38-yard field goal attempt to try to give the Bucs the lead. The kick is up, and it is good. So Tampa strikes first, 3-0. As they make the Colts pay for the Burt Jones interception, 4:08 left in quarter number 1. Kickoff taken out to about the 20. That's where he stopped. Appreciate you tuning in here for a rare live late morning, early afternoon broadcast. Had a little time, wanted to figure, rather than record it for later, I figured there's going to be baseball today and tonight that a lot of people would be watching. So I figured I'd try to slip in a live broadcast before the baseball playoffs start today. Jones drops back, hits Ken Dilger there. It's a pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Jones drops. Pass over the middle. Complete. It's Dilger again. Jones 4 of 5 to open up the game. The one miss, an interception by Brian Kelly on the last drive. Hand off Mitchell. Mitchell gets out to about the 40. 6 carries, 41 yards so far for Lydell Mitchell. Dewey Selman on the stop. 2nd and 4 coming up. Jones stands in, looks deep down the right-hand side, and it's incomplete. Put that one towards the sideline. Drifted out of bounds. It would have been a tough pass, tough grab anyway. 3rd and 4 from the 40. Jones in the shotgun. Handoff. Mitchell up the middle, gets popped. Oh, Hardy Nickerson hammers Lydell Mitchell shy of the line. First down line, I should say. Big hit there from Hardy Nickerson. Simeon Rice in on that as well. And once again, the Colts will have to punt. Ron Stark will come on. Kick is up, and it's going to be fielded. They're going to try to return it from the 11. Marty Carter gets it out to the 21. There you see Wilder. Wilder was an absolute beast last week in the loss to the 49ers. 31 carries, 151 yards. Wilder was exceptional, got stronger as that game went on. With Winston throwing the 3 picks, they leaned on Wilder heavily last week. Mike Curtis, another stop. He plugs the hole in the middle. It'll be 2nd and 10. Freeman handoff. It's Wilder again. Out across the 25 to the 26. 6 carries, only 9 yards so far for James Wilder. We'll see if they try to get one more play off before the quarter comes to a close. Time ticking down, and they will let it run out. So we're through one here in Indy, 3-0 Buccaneers. Both defenses playing well to this point. Burt Jones has been picked off once. Remember, Jones also got hit early for that fumble, but the Colts recovered it. The Colts kind of in lucky shape to only be down 3-0 at this point. Josh Freeman, again, has replaced Jameis Winston at quarterback. Winston benched after last week's performance against the Niners. He's just thrown too many picks this year. Freeman dumps it off to Wilder. They stop him before the marker. And Mark Royals comes on to punt once more for Tampa. Punt taken inside the 30. Out to about the 34. Injury there on the play. I'm trying to remember who the return man is. It's not Willie Richardson. I'm trying to remember who 84 is. Apologies, I'm blanking on that at the moment. Handoff, Mitchell looks for a hole, and all he finds is John Lynch, who hammers him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Handoff, Mitchell. Mitchell tries to get to the outside, and the Buccaneers not having any of it. Simeon Rice, the first guy to hit him. This Buccaneers defense has been really, really good all season. Again, a big reason for the change away from Jameis Winston because of all his turnovers. The defense has played too well to have as many games in doubt as they have had. Jones, under pressure, scrambles, hesitates. He picks up a couple, but he's not going to be anywhere near the marker. Gets out of danger there. Avoids the big hit. They'll live to fight another day. Jones had started to go right there. He may have been able to get to the marker, but he hesitated which direction to go. Defender closed. And Jones decides to not take the big hit. Punt gets hammered. It'll be a fair catch by Carter at the 15. 12:09 left here in quarter number 2. 3-0 Buccaneers. Appreciate you all tuning in here. Whether you're watching live here in the afternoon or watching on delay, I appreciate your time, as always. Freeman stands in, fires on the cross carrier, out across the 20 to the 22. 7-yard pickup. Freeman now 3 of 7. Double tight end set to the top side. Ron Hall and Jackie Harris. They run Wilder that way. Looks for a hole, and he finds nothing. Wide out Calvin McGee getting checked on, and McGee is going down the tunnel. That's not a good thing for the Bucs. Another solo tackle from Mike Curtis, who's been everywhere so far for the Colts. 3rd and 4 from the 21. Delay draw, handoff to the marker. Wilder gets the first down. Good strong run there from Wilder. Another solo tackle for Curtis. But Wilder moves the chains out to the 26. Freeman stands in. Pass. Oh, almost intercepted. Curtis almost picked that one off. Freeman gets away with one there. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff. Wilder grabs, ripped down. 9 carries, 14 yards so far for James Wilder. This Colts defense not allowing much. Stands in. Looks. Again, good coverage downfield. He has to dump it off. He hits Graham, and there's Curtis again. Mike Curtis is all over the place for this Colts defense. They were angry about their performance in that Patriots game. The Patriots are a very solid team. But the Colts felt like that was a winnable game after the bye week. Again, the Colts started off 4-0. They've now dropped 4 of 6. You see Mitchell, 9 carries, 42 yards to this point for the Colts. Joseph Adai and Tom Maddy, the other running back options for the Colts, but Mitchell getting the load. Drag down there, another stop by Nickerson. So both teams with formidable middle linebackers. Nickerson and Mike Curtis both making their presence felt in the early going in this one. Handoff, Mitchell tries to cut it back up the middle. There's not much there. Dewey, Selman, both Selmans made the opening year roster for the Bucs. Selman with the stop. It's 3rd and 9 as the clock comes down near 8 minutes. Jones drops back. Again, coverage down the field. Jones is going to tuck it. Runs. Thinks about sliding. Decides to try to fight for the yardage. And he doesn't get it. Nickerson drags him down. This Buccaneers secondary, led by Rondé Barber and John Lynch, has done a terrific job all season. They're doing it again today. The Colts have thrown the ball very well this year. Burt Jones has had a terrific season to this point. And we've talked previously that the Colts so far this year have thrown the ball more than we expected. The scheme so far, much more as we thought we would see from Don McCafferty's Colts this year. They've run it 70% of the time to this point in the game. Actually a little bit farther than the extreme. Figure they would run about 55 to 60%. Josh Freeman, pressure up the middle, and there is Shaquille Leonard. Leonard has been outstanding for the Colts. He's been their leading pass rusher, especially with Robert Mathis having been out to injury for the last few weeks. It's kind of been Leonard's show in terms of pass rush, and he has been more than up to the task among the league leaders. Pass there, Freeman over the middle. That one's complete. Lawrence Dawsey with the catch. He picks up 7. Out to the 24. It's 3rd and 10, down inside 6 minutes. Freeman rolls right. Pressure coming. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and there is Robert Mathis. Chases Freeman down. Freeman's got to throw that ball away. If he wasn't going to be able to get past Mathis, he's got to air that one out or throw it out of bounds. Instead, he takes the sack. Royals comes on for the punt. Defensive struggle so far here in Indianapolis. 3-0 Tampa. Michael Lusted's field goal after the Burt Jones interception, the only points of this game so far. 5:05 left in the first half. Quick little wide receiver screen. Willie Richardson gets hammered by Brian Kelly, who had that interception earlier. 3rd catch of the game for Richard. Handoff, Lydell Mitchell. Looks for a hole, nothing happens. It's 3rd and 9. Pair with the stop. Jones stands in, looks, fires, complete. He's got Ken Dilger down the field. Lynch brings him down, but not until he gets down to the Buccaneers' 20-yard line. Ken Dilger reels it in. Somebody blew their assignment. Dilger was covered, and then suddenly he wasn't. Lynch gets over there to stop it from getting any worse, but a big gain, Jones to Dilger, down to the Tampa Bay 20. Fake the handoff, dumped off out in the flat, little tight end flat route there. Tom Mitchell, I believe that is, with the catch for a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Another play action pass over the middle, incomplete. Hit Richardson in the hands, but he was covered well by Kelly. It'll be 3rd and 7. Mike Vanderjagt kicking into a net on the Colts sideline. Roger Carr in motion. Jones drops back. Carr dragging his way across the field. Jones throws across his body. End zone. Touchdown, Dilger. Oh, nicely done. Burt Jones moving out of the pocket. Steps up a bit. At first, I thought he was going to hit Carr, but Dilger found space again. And that is a great throw from Jones going across his body over Levante David. Dilger is in, touchdown Colts, pending the extra point. It'll be 7-3 Indy. Kick is up and good. 6 plays, 60 yards for the Colts there. 2:14 left. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Carter out across the 25, spins his way out to the 30. Nice return there from Marty Carter. So there you see Josh Freeman. Again, Freeman is now the starter in Tampa. Jameis Winston has been benched. Handoff Graham. Picks up. No, I'm sorry, that was Wilder. I thought that was Graham. That takes us to the 2-minute warning, 3-yard pickup. 7-3 Colts in the waning moments of the first half. Stands in, fires, complete. Little slant route there. Caught by, I believe that's Dawsey. 80. Carrier's 88. I believe Dawsey is 80. Dropping back. Freeman looking again. Over the middle, incomplete. Freeman now 6 of 12 for 50 yards. They have not let him really go down the field to this point. Second and 10. He stands in. Pass there. Complete. Right out to midfield. 3rd and 3. From the Colts 49. Carrier with the grab. Short slant there. Misses the mark. Freeman probably didn't have to rush that as much as he did. Could have let that play develop a little bit. Instead, he puts one into the ground. It's incomplete. Broyles comes on to punt. Angles it towards the side. Then Broyles did not get all of that. Out of bounds at the 29. So the Colts take over. Again, both sides have all 3 timeouts. 1:16 left in the first half. Jones stands in. Pressure hit as he throws. Misses the mark. Jones took a shot in the back there. None the worse for wear. Stands in. Slant, and Jones is picked off for a second time. Tampa Bay picks him off. Reynolds with the interception. Burt Jones, who's been so good this year, has been picked off twice. Ricky Reynolds with the interception, and now the Bucs in prime position to get some points before the half. So here come Freeman and the Buccaneers. 1:08 left. Colts have turned it over twice. They have a 7-3 lead. The first pick yielded the 3 points you see on the scoreboard for Tampa. they'll look to do better than that here. And Freeman towards the sideline. He almost gets himself picked off there by Lyles. 2nd and 10. Freeman pass there is complete. Shy of the 20. Reeled in. It'll be 3rd and 2. They'll call it at the 20. Not using any of the timeouts. A little bit surprised by that. They've got 3 of them. Freeman taking time up there at the line. Quick little out route. Can't be held on to. It's incomplete. Good hit there by Freeman. It'll be 4th and 2. And Michael Usted will come on for the 37-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. And good. So Usted puts it through after the second Jones interception. Gets the Bucs within 1. Waning moments here of the first half. 7-6 Indy. Usted's kick will be taken at about the 8. Out across the 20 to the 24. High formation. We'll see if the Colts get aggressive here. I can't imagine that they will. And in motion. Bucs change things up. Hand off there. Mitchell gets out past the first down marker. Out to the 36. But they're just going to let the clock run out and head into the tunnel. So a defensive battle here in the first half. 7-6 Colts as the teams head into the tunnel. See, not a heck of a lot of offense to this point. Check out some other games that will happen around the league here in Week 12. Start off in Detroit with the Packers in need of a get-right game. They're at 4-6, one of the favorites in the NFC. They have underperformed. They've kind of been the NFC's version of the Steelers. They'll face the 1-win Lions. The 49ers should be able to have their way with the 1-win Seahawks to this point. The Niners, the best team in the NFC. The Jaguars take on the winless Houston Texans. The Texans, the only winless team in football. They will host Jacksonville. The Jaguars look to stay in the playoff picture. Here in Indy, 7-6 Colts. Ken Dilger, a touchdown reception from Burt Jones. Michael Usted, a pair of field goals. That's been the scoring to this point. Kickoff taken at the 1. Carter stopped just shy of the 20. They'll spot it at the 19. As Josh Freeman will get back to work. Again, if you're just joining, first of all, thank you for tuning in. Josh Freeman is now the starter here in Tampa. Jameis Winston has been benched. Interception problems, something that the Bucs could no longer withstand. James Wilder bowls his way through. Strong run for Wilder, his best carry of the game. He's out to the 35. Freeman goes into the shotgun. Stands in, pass, right side, tipped, incomplete. Freeman 8 of 18 for 65 yards. By no means a terrific performance from Josh Freeman in his first start as the starter here in Tampa. But he hasn't thrown a pick yet. At this point, the Bucs will take that. There's Wilder again. Pickup of 6. It's 3rd and 4 from the 40. High snap. Gives it to Wilder. Gets to the marker. First down. Remember last week, Wilder just got stronger and stronger as that game went on against San Francisco. Tampa lost, but by no means on the shoulders of James Wilder. Carried it 31 times for 150 yards. Carries it here down into Colts territory. Actually spotted right at the 50. Shaquille Leonard on the stop. It'll be 2nd and 6. It's another handoff, and once again it's Wilder down inside the 40 to the 35. So Wilder saying, "Feed me," and the Buccaneers gladly doing it. First and 10 from the 35. They give it once again. It's Wilder, and this time the Colts make him pay for it. Leonard greets him. Loss of 3, second and 13 from the 38. One back behind. Handoff. That's Graham. Down inside the 35 to the 32. It'll be 3rd and 7. Third carry of the game for Graham. Shotgun. Stands in. Freeman. Left-hand side. Oh, almost caught. Good coverage, but that was almost a heck of a grab. Instead, it'll yield another field goal attempt. Michael Usted. This one will be 49 yards. Usted's kick is up and good. Usted puts it through and gives the Buccaneers the lead here in quarter number 3, 9-7 Tampa. 10-10 left in the third. Usted's kick taken at the 2. Out across the 20. Looking for a little space, can't find it. So Burt Jones, who again has been so good this season for these Colts, has thrown 2 interceptions so far today. Drops back. Looks. Steps up, rolls out. Jones is going to take off. Hits the deck at the 30. To the 31. Pickup of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Jones showing some elusiveness. Drops the lead handoff. Mitchell, first down and more. Out close to the 40. 14 carries for 65 yards. So far for Lydell Mitchell. Man in motion, that's Richardson. Jones, short drop. Pressure comes, tries to sidestep him, he's not going to get away. Barrett breaks through for the sack. It's a loss of 8. I believe that's the 3rd sack for the Buccaneers. Shaquille Barrett gets his way through. Jones tried to get outside of him. Good job there by Barrett. 2nd and 18 from the 31, coming up on 8 minutes left in the third. Handoff. Mitchell picks up 3. In the shotgun on 3rd and 15. Jones stands in. He's looking. Again, rolls right, and he's just going to have to throw it away. Terrific job again by the Buccaneers secondary. They are just not letting Jones find anybody open. Rondé Barber and company doing an exceptional job so far here for Tampa. 9-7 Bucs. They'll get the ball back here after the Ron Stark punt, taken at the 16, out across the 25 to the 26. 10 yards on the return from Marty Carter as Josh Freeman gets back to work. Again, Freeman by no means putting up terrific numbers in this one, but he hasn't turned the ball over yet. Makes him an immediate upgrade from Jameis Winston. James Wilder, 17 carries for 60 yards on the game. Picks up a yard there. 2nd and 9. Stands in. Short pass broken up. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 9. Good coverage there by Davis. Stands in. Pass right hand side complete. First down. Nice throw there from Freeman. It's Gerald Carter. First down out to the 43. First catch of the game for Carter. Goes for 15. Freeman and the Bucs move the sticks out to the 43. Stands in, looks, left-hand side complete. That's a short gain, though. Not too much there. Looks like that was Carter again. 3-yard pickup. Haven't heard Jackie Harris's name called yet in this one. Handoff Wilder. Past midfield, stopped shy of the marker. Down to the Indy 48. It'll be 3rd and 1. Clock down inside 4.5 minutes. Left here in quarter number 3. Handoff. Wilder has the first. Stopped by Mike Curtis, but not before he moves the sticks. Down to the 44. 8 solo tackles and counting from Mike Curtis. First and 10. Handoff. That's Graham. Nothing doing. 2nd and 10. Oh, fill-in lineman guy. One of the 4 or 5 Joe Random last line of sub players that each team has here in year 1. Checks out of the game. Leonard stops him there. 3rd and 7 from the Colts 41. Oh, and there's movement. We're going to see who that's on. I think it's on the Bucs. And it is. False start there will push them back to 3rd and 12. Freeman stands in, dumps it out of the backfield. It's Wilder. Gets the penalty yardage back. Not much beyond that, though. Back down to the 41. John Wade once again limps off the field. Wade left this game earlier. Limps off here. That's 2 linemen down on the drive there for the Bucs. Royals angles this punt towards the side, and again, Mark Royals, not a good kick. Chances to pin the Colts deep. So far, unsuccessful. So we'll see if the Colts can do anything with it. It starts off with Lydell Mitchell, pickup of 6 up the middle. Out to the 32, Dewey Selman on the stop. There's a pitch. Trying to get to the outside. Not much there. It's now going to be 3rd and 4. Nickerson on the tackle. Jones in the shotgun. Joseph Adai in the backfield there with Mitchell. Jones off the back foot, hit as he throws, incomplete. Jones 8 of 15 now. Got popped as he tried to get rid of that one. 4th and 4, and on comes Stark to punt again. Punt here, Angles. Inside the 30, fair catch called. 9-7 here in Indy. 3 Michael Lustad field goals for the Bucs. A Burt Jones touchdown strike to Ken Dilger for the Colts. First and 10. Handoff. Wilder looks for something. There's nothing there. There is Mike Curtis once more. 21 carries, 72 yards. For James Wilder, who's once again carrying a heavy load here for Tampa. Once again, it's Wilder. Tries to get to the outside. Bounces off his own man. Out to the 31. It'll be 3rd and 7. Clock ticking away here in the 3rd. Stands in. Looks. Right-hand side near the sideline. Good coverage. Incomplete. Nicely covered there. And the Bucs are going to go 3 and out. So both teams' defenses showing up in a big way here in this one in Indy. This will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Punt taken at the 28. Stopped at the 32. Not much there on the return. And that will send us to quarter number 4. 9-7. Bucs over the Colts. Good one going. You see not a lot of yardage being amassed by either team. This Buccaneers defense is really, really good. But the Colts defense hanging with them to this point. Bucs have not let Josh Freeman take many chances. Idle Mitchell picks up 3 out to the 34. It'll be 2nd and 7. Handoff. Mitchell picks up a couple. Now at 80 yards rushing on the day for Lydell Mitchell. Third and 4 coming up. Shotgun. Jones looks. Right-hand side. Misses the target. Incomplete. They ran the quick out there. Nothing doing, and Stark will come on to punt once more. Stark sends this one inside the 25. It's fielded out across the 30 to the 31, spotted at the 32. So Josh Freeman will get back to work. Buccaneers up by 2 here in the 4th. Handoff, Wilder, out to the 35 to the 36. Pick up a 4, 2nd and a long 6. Handoff. Wilder gets a couple and is stopped. It'll be 3rd and 3. Freeman in the shotgun. Stands, looks, over the middle, misses his man. Freeman 11 of 25 for 89 yards. Bucs really, really were hoping when this season started that Jameis Winston was going to be able to lead them, and Winston certainly has had his moments. But the rash of interceptions became too much for the Bucs to be able to tolerate. Freeman hasn't been picked, but he also hasn't moved the offense. 1st and 10 for the Colts from their 15. Stop in the backfield. Mitchell blown up there. Leroy Selman with the stop for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 for Indy from the 11. Jones in the shotgun. Handoff. Mitchell finds a hole. Nice move, Lydell Mitchell out across the 20. Good run there for Mitchell. He's got 87 yards now on the day. Brought down by Ricky Reynolds. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Colts. Trying to avoid another 3 and out. Play action. Jones rolls right, fires, incomplete. Good coverage again. Dewey Selman in coverage there. I believe that. I thought it was intended for Pilger. It was actually for Pat Beach. Incomplete. 4th and 4. It's another punt coming for Ron Stark. So both punters getting plenty of action in what's been a defensive battle here in Indy. Carter gets it out across the 40 to the 44. And that's where Tampa will start off. A little pushing and shoving at the end of that one. Josh Freeman under center. Pash, good blitz picked up by Wilder, and that pass hits Gerald Carter in the hands, and he can't hold on. That may have been Freeman's best throw of the game, and Carter can't reel it in. It's 2nd and 10. Wilder picks up 3 out to the 46. Shotgun for Freeman. Stands in. Pocket collapses around him, and Freeman's going to throw this one away. 4th and 7. And Mark Royals will punt it back for the Bucs. Oh, it's been a close game, but not an overly thrilling one. Neither offense really able to get much of anything going. Good defensive battle. We like to see that, but there is a middle ground there that this game has not been able to hit. 1st and 10 for the Colts from their 22. Jones calls out the signal. Delayed handoff. Mitchell out across the 25, out across the 30. Lydell Mitchell fights for the first down. Nice run, Lydell Mitchell, who's now at the 100-yard mark on the game. Moves the sticks. Down inside, 9 minutes left. 9-7 Tampa. First down, Indy from their 35. Handoff, Mitchell. Mitchell slips through another tackle. Good running here for Lydell Mitchell on the first 2 plays of this drive. 23 for 109 now on the day for Mitchell. 2nd and 1 from the 44. Handoff, Joseph Adai, gobbled up. Nice play there by David and Simeon Rice. Loss of 1. 3rd and 2 from the 44. Handoff, Mitchell fights, Lynch grabs him and doesn't let him get there. That's a heck of a tackle by John Lynch. Stuffs Lydell Mitchell, drags him down as he fights for the yard. Check this one out. Great tackle from John Lynch. And now the Colts, 4th and 1 from their own 45. And they're going to go for it. This is a risky proposition for Indy. Dangerous spot to do this, but it works. Mitchell gets through down into Tampa territory. 7 minutes left. Both teams had 3 timeouts. You certainly could have punted it there, and the Colts, the way this game has gone, would have felt good about getting the ball back. But they go for it and they convert. 1st and 10 from the Bucs 49. Adai, hammered, stopped. Nice tackle there. Adai loses a yard there. Rude with the stop. 2nd and 11, coming up on 5.5 minutes left in the game. Jones in the shotgun, 3 receivers up top. It's another handoff to Mitchell. Nothing is doing. 3rd and 10 from the 49. Levante David on the stop. Roger Carr has been kept quiet in this one by Rondé Barber. And they can't get the play off in time. Delay of game call on the Colts. That'll push them back, and now it'll be 3rd and 15 from their 46 here at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Colts started 4-0. They have dropped 4 of 6. They trail 9-7 here. Jones rolls right. Airmails it down the field. Intercepted. 3rd pick of the game for the Buccaneers, and there's some running room ahead. Out across the 40, out across the 45. Kelly's 2nd interception of the game. Burt Jones has been picked off for the 3rd time today by a team that has forced, I believe it's the 2nd most turnovers in the Franchise Stars Football League to this point. This Buccaneers defense, this team is going to go as far as their defense can take them. Their quarterback situation is shaky. Yes, I'm looking at you, Josh Freeman. Freeman, of course, this is his first start of the year as Jameis Winston has been benched. The Bucs weak at the position, to say the least. So now we'll see what Tampa can do here as they're going to try to eat some clock. Wilder tries to get outside. The Colts all over. 26 carries, 85 yards for James Wilder. Logan on the stop. We're inside 4 minutes. Freeman stands in. Short pass complete. Gerald Carter down into Indy territory to the 47. Freeman 12 of 28 for 95 yards. This Bucs defense is good, but quarterback play like that is going to put a lot of pressure on them. Speaking of pressure, Freeman loses the ball. He's hit. He coughs it up. Shaquille Leonard picks it up and keeps his feet. Shaquille Leonard with the sack and picks up the fumble to boot. Shaquille Leonard doing it all. Up the middle, Freeman tries to get outside. Leonard punches it out. and then picks it up. Wilder drags him down, but the Colts now in prime position to take the lead. First turnover for the Bucs. 3:05 remaining. 9-7 Tampa. Lydell Mitchell inside the 30 to the 27. 123 yards rushing now for Lydell Mitchell. Clock ticking. 2nd and 5 from the Bucs 27. Jones, 3-step drop, swings it. Not too much there. Pick up of a couple. Colts, the 6th best passing offense in the league. They have done nothing today against the Bucs. That gets us down to the 2-minute warning. 9-7 Tampa. But the big sack, fumble forced, and fumble recovery by Shaquille Leonard has the Colts in position to take the lead here. 3rd and 3 from the 25. And off to Mitchell. He's brought down by Nickerson. 4th and 3. Mike Vanderjagt is going to come on. As Aaron Reed checks in. How are you, Aaron? Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well with you, my friend. So Vanderjagt from 42 to give the Colts the lead. Minute 20 left in the game. The snap. The kick. It's up and good. So Shaquille Leonard with the sack to force the fumble lets the Colts kick the go-ahead field goal. 10-9, 1:15 left in the game. So Josh Freeman gets his first start. Jameis Winston is benched for turning the ball over too much. Winston's turnovers were interceptions. Freeman hasn't thrown a pick today, but the fumble on the last drive lets the Colts take the lead here, and this would be a crushing one for the Bucs, whose defense has just done a fantastic job neutralizing Burt Jones and the Colts in this one. Quick out. Incomplete there, 2nd and 10. Freeman drops back. Looking. Pass. Complete. Out across the 40. There you see Michael Usted kicking into a net on the sideline. Both teams have 3 timeouts left. Freeman stands in. Swings this one out into the flat. Wilder with the catch. Brought down at the 45. Bucs take a timeout. 39 seconds left. Freeman rolls. Under pressure, and he's just going to throw this one away. So now it's a huge 3rd and 8 for Tampa. That last completion, Jackie Harris's first catch of the game. Freeman stands in the pocket. Looks. Over the middle, misses the mark. So now it is 4th and 8, and it comes down to this for Tampa. Freeman trying to drown out the crowd noise. In the shotgun. Stands in. Looks. Rolls right. Fires. Down the field. Deep. Tipped and incomplete. And the Colts are going to win this game. And I'll tell you, the Bucs, they have no other option at quarterback. Jameis Winston has turned the ball over far too much this season. It cost them last week in a winnable game against the NFC's best team in the 49ers. Winston was benched this week. Freeman gets his first start. He doesn't throw any picks, but he doesn't move the offense either. And the Indianapolis Colts on the sack and the forced fumble from Shaquille Leonard. Really no reason to punt there. Clock would have run out. That's Madden AI management at its finest. But it doesn't hurt anything. Goes out of bounds. The clock runs down, and the Colts, despite a just standout defensive performance from the Buccaneers, they intercept Burt Jones, who's had a great year. They intercept Jones 3 times. But at the end of the day, the Bucs fall here in Indy 10-9 to the Colts. Neither quarterback had a good day at all. I'll tell you, this Buccaneers pass defense, man, the whole defense has just been exceptional. They've been great all year. Hey, Ghost Spiker, how are you? How do you control both teams' play calls in CPU versus CPU if possible? Okay, so the way this works, so you've seen that I had created the custom playbooks, which I've talked about previously, and I mentioned this in the pregame too. And you saw that I would call the plays and then let the game run it. But that had limitations to it. For one thing, that I had to handle the kicking game, which I hated. Also, the quarterback, if I called the play and then let the play just run it out, the quarterback would never scramble. He would never evade pressure and stuff like that, which also isn't optimal. So I was working to try to figure out how to get the game to call to do play calls the way I would kind of want them to, because you can't use custom playbooks. That's the real problem. The computer coach, you can't set a computer coach to use custom playbooks, so the game glitches, the players disappear from the field, and all of that. So what I did here was, there's the thing called Super Sim, where if you pause a game, like if you go to start a game and then you hit the pause button, Super Sim is an option. But in order for that to work, you can only have one team under human control. You can't have both teams under human control. You know what, give me 2 seconds. Let me go through the stats at the end of this, and then I'll actually show you how that would work. Because I can start a game and then cancel it, and it won't count stats or anything like that. So there you see 10-9 Colts, first downs, only 19 combined first downs between the two teams in this game. This was a defensive war of attrition, for sure. 6 of 20 on third down, 4 of 16 on third down. And Burt Jones, so good this year, but a rough game for him today. The Bucs defense gets credit for that. Josh Freeman in his first start doesn't throw any picks, but the big fumble on the sack from Shaquille Leonard ends up costing them. Lydell Mitchell, 123 yards on the ground for the Colts. James Wilder, 26 for 85 for the Bucs on the ground. Receiving, nobody really had a big receiving day. Ken Dilger had the 1 touchdown reception. It ends up being the only touchdown of the game, actually. And you see your scoring summary, the Dilger 18-yard pass from Jones. But Michael Lusted, 3 field goals. Not enough. Mike Vanderjagt, 1:14 left, hits from 42 to get the Colts the win. All right, so that'll wrap up the game part of this broadcast. So now let me get out and I'll try to show you quickly how to set this up. So let's go to a game. Let's get control of a team that hasn't played yet. All right, so we'll control the Lions. The Lions are going to play the 49ers this week. And again, we're not going to play the game outright. Oh, I'm sorry, the Lions play the Packers. So now if I was going to do this to get it to play CPU versus CPU the way I was doing it, I still want to use my custom playbooks, but I can't set the AI to use the custom playbook. So I have to pick one team, the team that I'll set under human control at the start. That team will use the custom playbooks that I created. For the second team, basically you have to set up their scheme and pick an in-game playbook for them that's as close to how you want the team to run things. So we'll go to play season game here. So we're under control of the Lions right now. You'll see I have a second controller, okay? So the blue is the primary controller. That's who I'm controlling right now. So that'd be the Lions. The Packers are the second controller. You're going to set the Packers You can pick whatever playbook you want. You can pick these playbooks that are the in-game coaches. You can also, any of these new ones that you see here, these are the custom playbooks that I've created for the different teams. I can't use those. If I try to start a game, if I set this to computer control and then try to start a game with Green Bay using one of those playbooks, the offense won't show up on the field. But these in-game playbooks, West Coast, spread, run and gun, run heavy, run balanced, run and shoot, pistol, balanced, air raid, etc., and any of the in-game coach playbooks you can use to give that to them. So we'll give them those two. Yeah, we'll just give them pistol for now. Even though the Packers obviously wouldn't run that, we'll give them the Mike McCarthy defense playbook because that doesn't really matter to what we're trying to show you. So now if you hit B and back out of that, that will hold. See, if you hit A and you reopen it, that will still hold. Do uniforms however you want. Now, don't hit ready, because if you hit ready, that means you have to control that second team. Hit the circle, move that controller back to the center. So now you set up the Lions, who you have under your human control. Now I can give the Lions the custom playbooks that I have. We're going to do it for now. The Lions actually use Mike Caldwell as a coach. They use a current coach, but we're going to give them a custom playbooks here. So new TB, WASP defense, those are custom playbooks that I had created. So now you'll do hit B to get out of that, select the uniforms however you want, hit ready, and that will get you to start the game up here. I'll skip past the intro because nobody cares about the intro here. So now it'll start off, and it will look like I'm going to coach the Lions. But if you hit pause, go up to Super Sim, go down to Speed. Now remember, I'm not going to end up calling these, though. That you can't. So the CPU is going to call both plays here. Put it to slow, because if you don't reset it, go back here for a minute. You'll see at the bottom there, it says next to select, there's speed and fast with the square. You have to set that to slow, because if you don't, it's going to just skip ahead in the game. Now you'll go to jump forward, select end of game, and now basically you can watch the whole game play out in front of you, and the game will call it based on those playbooks. So you have the first kickoff return here, and now your quarterback Rodney Peete, who's taken over there in Detroit. We'll get the start. We don't need to see any of that stuff. And there you go. And it's just going to run it like this. And basically now you can watch the CPU play as both games in those playbook settings. And you can just watch the game as an observer. But now I want to show you. So now we're going to quit. You can quit the game there. But I want to show you what happens, which is why I've had to do all of this nonsense in the first place. So let's go. We're going to fire that game up like it's going to start again. Except this time, what we're going to do is we're going to set the Packers to use custom playbooks that I created also. And then we're going to set them to the computer team. And then you're going to see what happens there. All right, so now they're set there. Set the Packers back to the middle. We'll do the Lions. The Lions will keep the playbooks I just had. So again, the team I'm controlling has custom playbooks, but now the computer team also has custom playbooks. Wait to see this Madden fun. Skip all the intro stuff, blah, blah, blah. So now the Lions are ready to kick off. All well and good. We'll go to Super Sim. We'll do exactly what I just did. And now watch this. The Lions are going to kick off. And the Lions are kicking off to nobody. There are no Packers on the field. That is a glitch if you try to let the CPU run custom playbooks. Now watch this. Now the Packers look like they're taking the field. But just wait. We'll show you Brett Favre's numbers, blah, 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 whatever. So now they come to the line of scrimmage. It looks like the players are there. Oh, no Packers on the field. So that is why I've been having to handle So now it just goes, zips past the play. They basically say he got stopped, no play is run, 2nd and 10. Now watch this. It's going to do the same thing again. And that's what will happen there. So that's why I ended up doing the thing with the custom playbooks and then me coaching the teams. Because otherwise I couldn't use the custom playbooks for both teams. But like I mentioned earlier, there's shortcomings to doing that. Ghostbike, I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment. Do you need 2 controllers? Yes, because you can't set the other. You can't at least in franchise mode. I think in play now you probably only need 1, and you can go to the other team, set them up, and then go back to yours. In franchise mode, you can't do that though. In franchise mode, you need both controllers in order to make it work. So, but now what I've done, you saw the game that I just did. Because Madden by default is pass heavy, I'll use controller 1 to set up the team that is going to run the ball the most and who should run the ball the most, and I'll use the custom playbooks for them. And then the other team I will set up with the best in-game play schemes and playbooks to get them to play as close to the custom playbook that I would create for them. So Ghost Biker says, I love doing exhibition games usually. Okay, I think for the purposes of a play now game, if you do it with and again, with custom, you can actually use the custom playbooks in play now mode. You just can't use them in franchise mode. That doesn't happen in play now mode. But if you just want to watch it like that, you can do that in play now mode. I'm almost certain. I don't really do that at all, but I kind of remember that that's how it worked, because that's how I did the preseason tournament was done in play now in exhibition mode. So you can absolutely do it that way. But anyway, that's how that's done. And with that, I will bid you adieu as I have to get ready for work. So hopefully that answered your question, and hopefully you can get that rolling. And I'll have another broadcast, possibly 2, on here tomorrow for football and the new Franchise Stars Basketball Association. I am hoping is going to tip off sometime between Friday and Monday. I'm doing some last-minute tweaks and adjustments and stuff like that, but that project should be up and running sometime on or around the weekend. So stay tuned for that as well. Be good to each other, guys. Ghost Biker, have a good one. Aaron, always good to see you, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your day, gentlemen. Bang that like button. Subscribe if you're anybody who is listening, watching, etc., who has not as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Colts take down the Bucs in Indy.